a mighty lad sailed across the Western Sea to uncover the ancient secrets of one thing and one thing only, the immortal pint.
When Crochúr mac Nessa was the King of Ulster, his palace was in Owen-Macha, the present Navan Fort just outside Armagh. And, of course, he was a man who was generous, especially when there would be a hunt or a battle or maybe a funeral. There'd be always a crowd back, invited to, of course, a feast. The men of Ireland at that time were mighty men and women for feasting. And, of course, for a feast, there would always be preparations, food, wine, ale, and the rest of it got in. Now, the King of Spain, he was a regular visitor. Would you believe it? He was a regular visitor to that part of the country. For hunting, mainly for hunting. And this particular night, and the days before it, he was in for the feast. Everything had been got ready. The brewer, he had made, the royal brewer, he had made up casks and casks of beer. That kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. The best. And where he used to get his water for that was in the little stream called Crochúr. Now, the king was very particular about that because it was after his own name. It was coming out of a little Loch Russ down in Ardmacha, not too far from Owen-Macha. And there they were at the feast that night. After all the games, horse races, and the King of Spain was a mighty pleased man. This was a civilized country, he said. After my own heart. But there they were, and Crochúr, the nobles, King of Spain, they were up at the top seat, and all the rest of them down below. When the feasting was over and the drinking took place, things were getting, and I'm not saying rowdy now, but good-humoured. King Conor Crochúr, he began to notice something, that the noise was beginning to rise near the door. And noise, now you'd expect noise at a feast, but this was more than noise. It was a... And suddenly he began to see legs rising and heads hitting the floor. Now, men, you'd expect that from men.
In there.
But women, different story. The women began to collapse as well. And Conor, he called the druid Covab. Covab was the chief druid of Ulster. Go down quick, see what's happening. He did. The druid went down. He looked. Oh, Lord God, he said, there's something here gone wrong. And he looked closely. Down he went to his workshop, which was not so far away, and he brought one or two helpers with him. He said, hey, get water quick. The water was brought from the royal well, enough of it, and started pouring it into them. But that wouldn't bring you back. He brought back 2 or 3 handfuls of, God only knows what. A druid knows what he's doing, and he... It brought him back right enough. But I tell you, something had happened that was not good. King Conor Crochúr, he said to the druid, what was it? Covab called him aside. Someone tried to spoil the feast, he said. 'Tis your business, says Crochúr. Find out. The following morning, early, the royal brewer was called. Now, he said, did you do it? I'm innocent, Your Majesty. I got the water from the royal stream as usual. The druid said, come with me. Down they went to the royal stream, and what did they find? Only dead dogs, dead cats thrown into the stream. It had been poisoned. And when they reported that to King Conor, he says, find out for me who did it. And that man is a dead man. The druid, well, druids know what we don't know. He wasn't quick quick or slow to find out, he, by examining the birds, examining the air, examining the ground, he found out who did that. He was brought back to Owen Mucker, the same bad-minded man, and pulled before the king. Why? Why did you do it? To shame us, is it, before the King of Spain? No, he said, you have two choices. You can go down into the black hole here under Owen Mucker for 5 years while you'll be fed scraps from the feast, or you can go to Scotland, Oliver, and you know what they'll do to you there? They'll eat you in that dark land, or they'll torment you, they'll pull you apart, the 4 bones of you. Which do you want? That was a bad choice. That was a bad choice to have to face. And if people today, a lot of people today had to face that same choice, maybe there'd be less crime in the world. But that's another story entirely. Anyway, he was there cringing. Oh, master, don't put that choice to me. Face it or else. That man went to Alba, Scotland. Would want to go down into the black hole under Owen Mucker and be fed scraps and bits and pieces. And fellas above laughing down at you.
Yeah, wow.
He went to Scotland. He was never heard of again. Never came back. Maybe they did eat him. But there was no more trouble in Owen Mucker afterwards. The King of Spain and other kings and nobles came there afterwards and enjoyed their drink, just as you can now enjoy your garage beer.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good stuff.
The best of stuff. Yeah, I'd say they hadn't as good stuff as that in Owen Mucker at the time. Pity, a pity. The King of Spain himself would have enjoyed it. Ah, lovely stuff.
That was amazing. Oh, yeah. Yes. Well done.
Thank you so much.